Hi, Tammy Lewis here with Joyful Mom. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how I got rid of red food dye in my home and why I got rid of red food dye in my home. We're going to do that by talking about 5 essential oils that are a great start to your collection. So let's get started. Why in the world was I concerned about red food dye? Well, when I first started years ago trying to go more natural in my home, I knew that when my kids ate Fruit Loops, when they had Gatorade, when they had things that had that red food coloring in them, the hyperactivity level in my home rose. The chaos in my home rose. And it was difficult to watch. I thought I was doing something good for my kids by giving them Gatorade. I thought they were dehydrated and needed electrolytes, right? But when I noticed the correlation between red food dye and their reactions, I started looking at the Gatorade and went, oh, they have that same reaction with this. Even though I knew the electrolytes were good for them, the red food dye wasn't. Well, then my kids got a cough. And I had already at that point started getting rid of all the red colorings and going a little more natural with things. But they got a cough, and I went to the pharmacist and I looked at this cough syrup, and I had the cough syrup in my hand and I went, holy cow, this stuff is purple. Well, purple has red in it, right? And I looked at the ingredients, and on the back there was this red dye 40. I'm trying to heal my children of their cough. I know that red food dye dramatically affects their behavior. I didn't want, it was a dichotomy, right? What do I go ahead and give it? So a sweet friend of mine heard of my struggle and invited me over. And she said, hey, take a look at this. Take a look at these essential oils and how they can help your children and get rid of this dye that you're looking to get rid of. I was sold. She explained the whole thing to me, which I'm going to start in just a second and explain each of these oils to you. And my entire world changed from how I dealt with my kids' health and how we dealt with their hyperactivity. So fast forward, I got an essential oil starter kit from Young Living. If you're not a member yet, please look below if you're interested in that. I do represent them. So before we go on, please know that. I have no shame in that. Why? Because I have researched the company and they are fabulous. And so I do get a commission if you purchase from me, because I believe in the company. So the registration link is below, the membership link, no pressure. You can still watch my video, no problem. But if you do want to jump in, if you're ready to get started with oils, please jump in. I would love to. I send a weekly email out to all of my members that give education to them about how to use their oils, what they're used for, natural remedies, things like that. So there we go. First, one of the oils that I would highly recommend in your home is this sweet little thing, Thieves. Did I say we're going through 5 essential oils today? 5 oils that I would definitely have in your collection at all times. Okay, Thieves. Thieves has cinnamon bark, clove, lemongrass. It's very good for your immune system. I diffuse this all the time. Why do I mention it? Because I talked about my son having a cough, right? Well, that cough syrup was horrible for them. Young Living has an ingestible line of oils, and they are generally regarded as safe, grass. And what you can do is literally take hot water, and I don't have the actual ones that are the white labels. If you look, the white label has the same oil in it as this, but online like this, I can talk about the white label. So let's pretend this is a white bottle of Thieves, okay? What I did for my children, because you can ingest them, I would take hot water. This is ice water here, but I would take hot water and I would put a drop of Thieves and a drop of lemon. Actually, I did 1 drop Thieves, 2 drops of lemon, and then I would mix it with raw honey. The raw honey acts as an emulsifier and stirs the oil into the hot water. If you just put oil in your water, you'll see a layer of oil, right? Because water and oil do not mix. So mixing it with the honey, raw honey, local raw honey, super good for your immune system. And then the lemon and the Thieves, I would have them, it would mix in, and I'd have the kids just, I do all the time. I have them drink it. And what it does is it soothes the throat. As it goes down your throat, it literally causes that soothing action and helps boost your immune system from the inside out. Fabulous way. I no longer used that other purple stuff. I literally switched to this, and that's what my family calls our cough tea. Now, this is my testimony. Let me be clear. I am not diagnosing, treating, curing anything you have. I am saying this is what I used in my family, and it worked for us. Second oil. So top two oils, Thieves and lemon. Why? Because I drink them all the time in my tea. I do it when I'm not feeling ill. I do it when I am feeling ill. I drink it constantly just because, first of all, it tastes really good. And secondly, I was able to get rid of that purple dye and help soothe my kid's throat. Okay, third oil I would keep in your closet at all times or on your counter is peppermint. Now you see that white label? That white label says it is generally regarded as safe to ingest. So I can use this in an ingestible way. Now I figure if I can ingest it, I can also put it on my body, right? Now FDA says there has to be a difference with that. If I can put it in my body, I can probably put a peppermint leaf on my body. That's how I think. You can do what you want. So I'm going to give you this one as a bonus oil here, lavender. Lavender, the two of these oils together, a lot of people say that they will help with discomfort in your head. So when your head starts pounding and you want to reach for over-the-counter stuff, I ended up trying this. And I would put these two oils on my head right here, putting them on my forehead and on the back of my neck. I could also, obviously, because these are generally regarded as safe to ingest, I could put them in hot water and drink them. But I typically would put them here and here. What that does is that released that tension in my brain, and it allowed my head to stop pounding. Fabulous for me. A lot of people had just said try peppermint only. That was great. It worked for a lot of people. It did not work for my body. Remember, I told you I'm telling you what worked for me. The peppermint alone didn't do it for my body. And what's been a great journey for me is I have learned throughout this journey what works for me. And that's what you will learn, is what works for you. Together, the peppermint and the lavender together were able to release that head discomfort for me. I also, another really good use for peppermint, smoothies. Almond milk, write this one down. Almond milk, banana, I like protein powder in it, a drop of peppermint, and cocoa powder with some ice. It's like a peppermint chocolate smoothie, super healthy, super good for you. All right, I told you I would tell you the story of my son and math. This little baby here, Stress Away. This was my first aha moment with oils. Stress Away, he was probably 7, and we were sitting there doing math. And I had just gotten my starter kit. And as he's doing math, he's like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I don't know what to do. And he was stressing. And I'm like, you know what? My friend told me this Stress Away worked. So I took the bottle and I put a drop in his hand. Ooh, 2 drops. I said, sweetheart, rub this around and just take a deep breath. And so he did. Again, this little 7-year-old, right? And as he took that deep breath, I could see his body go, and he did it again. Took another deep breath, and you could tell his body just relaxed. And within about 30 seconds, he was back at his math, succeeding at it. As a homeschool mom, I just went, like my jaw dropped. And at that moment, because I was brand new, I didn't care about the science. I didn't care if it was a placebo effect. I didn't care if it was just the deep breath. Whatever it was, the combination of putting an oil in his hand and him having to take the deep breath, if that was all it was, I was sold. I was completely sold. Like, yep, I'm using this stuff nonstop if that's what it will do in my home. And of course, later on, I have learned about how it actually affects your brain. There's a whole emotions class that I teach that talks about how the oils actually get into your brain and change on the cellular level your brain chemistry. So super deep stuff that you can get into the science with this. But as a mom, I cared that it worked. So Stress Away is one that we have used time and time. I keep this stuff on hand at all times. What does it smell like? Honestly, it's like lime and vanilla and ocotea. And to me, it takes me to the beach, sitting on the beach, sipping a margarita. That's how my emotions play into this when I smell Stress Away. Fabulous stuff. All right, I've already gone through the top 5, but I think I said lavender was the bonus, but who cares which oil is the bonus? I'm going to go through 6. This last oil I'm going to talk about is called Valor. Valor it has blue tansy in it, and Valor is called the oil of courage. This is one that I use as a mom on a constant basis. Why? Because it gives me courage to keep going every day. Literally today, before videoing this, I had a tough morning, and I took my Valor and I put it on my wrist right here. I just put it on, couple drops, and I rubbed my wrist together and just took a few deep breaths. I stood there for probably 3 minutes, just standing there, breathing it in, because I needed something to boost my brain level to go, Mom, I'm okay. I can parent without irritation. I can parent without yelling. I can parent in a calm manner. And that's what my Valor did to me. Oh, I just saw that I had this on as I was sniffing in my Valor. This is a diffuser bracelet. You can put the oil directly on it. It's just, it's charcoal, I believe, or lava. I don't remember. But anyways, you buy them anywhere on Amazon, whatever. And you can have your oil with you, and it keeps the smell much longer. All right. So Valor is one of those that I would definitely keep in your kit at all times. If you are new to oiling, I hope this was helpful. If you have never oiled, I hope this was helpful and intriguing to you. Like I said, if you have not joined our Young Living community, there is a link down below to register or to purchase a starter kit directly under me. If you have questions, please comment below with Oily Life, and I will send you some information. I will also put at what I call a sway link, which is a readable class on oils. Please read it. You are welcome to gain more information, gain more knowledge before jumping in with us. There's no pressure, there's no hurry, but we would like to walk with you on this journey if you're interested. If you are an oiler with me and you have a favorite use for peppermint, would you put that below? You heard that my favorite use is in my smoothies. Go ahead and put that comment below of how you use peppermint. We would love to hear it. All right. I think, next week we will continue with 5 more oils and talk through, if you're brand new to my team, you know that we're talking through the starter kit because each of these oils comes in our premium starter kit. So I'm hoping this is helping you understand how to use them in your home. Next week, we'll continue with 5 more oils and keep you going on learning more about the basics. All right, as always, if you would like, share, and subscribe to this channel, I would appreciate it. I would love to create a community. And by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, we create a community of women who are walking the same journey together. We are moms or wives or workers, whoever you are as a mom, as a person. Sorry, I work a lot with moms in a group I call Joyful Mom. And so I work a lot with moms. But whoever you are, you're welcome here. And I look forward to creating this community together. All right, I am Tami Lewis, and I wish you joy, passion, health, and abundance. And I hope this helps you find some joy in your journey. God bless.